Hello! Happy Halloween! Hi, hi, hi! Hello, Frog. I hope you're doing well. I decided to do a little bit of something for Halloween. Just a little bit of something. I got in the mood to do some art and do some Halloween. Oh, trick or treat? Shit. Hold on, I have candy somewhere. Hold on. Hold on, I gotta have candy somewhere. uh... I, was in an art mood. I was doing animating, but, today, but it's the part of animation where I'm gonna be quiet and not, not actually
get off my porch.
Be able to. Hazel just tells trick-or-treaters to get out. Like, I'm like, oh shoot, hold on, wait for the here, let me get the candy, and she's like, get out. I don't want you here. Turns out Hazel hates kids. She is avid child hater. Hold on, I can make, she should be spooky too, huh? Here we go. There we go. Now she's spooky. But yeah, I decided I just was in an art mood. So we're gonna do little spooky monster cats. Draw little spooky monster cats. Cause that seems cute. And like something I would be very interested in doing today. So yes. Should just go ahead and hop over there, huh? Go into drawing mode. I've done one vampire cat so far that I'm not super happy with, but he's here, you know? He exists. If you have any monster suggestions that you want to see me turn into a little cat, go for it. I'm gonna try to fill this canvas. That's my goal. Maybe kind of like pulling the coat in a little bit with the paw. Cerberus cat? Ooh. I feel like this cat, this was the first one I drew, but he's kind of gotta go a little bit in the background, I think. He's gonna be up here. I can do a Cerberus cat. Let's see. Get one head kind of forward. One kind of like excited, ears perked up. here. Hello! Happy Halloween! Hi, hi, hi! How's it going? I think the Cerberus cat also should be kind of in the background. Up this way. Watching some Disney Halloween movies? Ooh! Getting in the spirit? Hell yeah! We did finally carve our pumpkins last night. I'm gonna put some pictures in the Discord later on. Hubby did a massive eyeball on his pumpkin. It's really cool. And I got 3 little ghosties on mine. He's definitely keeping an eye out. Old pumpkin watching over our porch, making sure it stays safe from hoodlums and ghouls. And do a little little jack-o'-lantern headed cat. We should get a little spectral ghost cat. Wazzle! Still not fixed? What do you mean? Did you not hear it? Or did you not see it? Croissant is missing. All you heard was me? Well, that's not good. Hold on. Felix, hello! I hope you have a lovely lurk. Happy Halloween to you too! I fixed it last time. Fixed it last time, but it just... Oh, it's because it broke again because my Mix It Up bot updated. That's why the audio didn't happen. And so it changed the name. Hold on. There we go. And then fix this real quick. Yeah, I just gotta like bang on it like a little bit, and that should fix it. There. That should be totally fixed now.
Croissant! Croissant!
That's not... Hello? What? That's not a croissant. That's a dog. Is the dog? Dog? Why dog? Huh? Hello?
Croissant!
Is it a dog? That's what it's been for a while? That doesn't make s- There's nothing in here named croissant except for the croissant. That's what it's been for a while? That doesn't make... What? Hi, Wastes. Welcome in. It's spooky sketch time, but the dog is a croissant. This is... Because it's opening this image. Not croissant. Open croissant. It says open croissant, not open the dog image. Because the image is from this.
Let me do it for you.
It's this one.
What?
What's happening?
We only do it for you.
That one works correctly. Why does this one make a dog appear? It says croissant. Croissant.
Croissant!
That's not a croissant. That's... Why... Croissant. I'm having a croissant breakdown over here.
Croissant!
Where am I? It's opening Do It For You 3. It's not opening croissant. It says croissant. That says croissant. It's correctly opening and closing an image, but it's the wrong one. Where am I? What is a croissant? Ugh. Ability. Face. It says croissant. It says...
Croissant.
It says croissant. That's not a croissant. Why is it not a croissant? I don't understand why it's not a croissant. It says croissant. It doesn't say dog. Why does it open that? What? There's... I don't... I guess it's just gonna be the dog. I guess. I can't spell croissant more. If I switch it to like this, will it do the correct thing?
Croissant.
Okay, that was the correct image. There. Now if I write croissant, I write croissant again, I save it.
Croissant.
That's not a croissant! That's not a croissant! That's not what a croissant looks like! That's a dog! Why is it a croissant? I don't understand! I'm so confused! I correctly had it changed to something else, but if I tell it to be a croissant, it's the dog! Like, I could go in here and I go, oh, instead be the chaos image. I go, and I have it say chaos over here, and then I save it. Then I hit this,
Croissant.
and it's the chaos image. But if I go in and I tell it to do the croissant image, it's like, the dog is the only croissant I know. Croissant also doesn't look like a word anymore. Croissant.
Croissant.
It's a dog. It's a dog. I don't understand why it's a dog. I don't understand why the croissant is a dog. I don't get it. Does crab rave work? Crab rave correct? Yeah. It's crabs. Mix It Up Bot doesn't know what a croissant is. I don't know how to fix that. It just says no. I change it and it goes, no, we don't know what a croissant is. Croissants aren't allowed. Hold on.
What the dog doing?
The dog is being a good girl. She's sleeping. She's so tired. We were carving pumpkins, so we were up for longer last night. And she was not feeling it by the end of the night. She was just like crying, and my husband was like, "Why are you crying?" And I was like, "She doesn't want to be here in the living room. She wants us to go to bed."
Croissant.
I don't... Is it just the default image? Is it not finding the image? And so it's like... I just don't get it. I just don't know. I know nothing. It said croissant. It said croissant and the dog. It's not croissant. Dog, not croissant. It's a dog. Not croissant. Having a breakdown, just like trying so hard to figure out what is wrong with this thing. You're fine, Tyler. I didn't know it was broken. I was just like, I never looked closely enough. I just saw like out of the corner of my eye something blinked on and off, and so I was like, oh yeah, surely it works. It's not a croissant. The audio works though, right? There's audio. You're hearing Mix It Up bot. Like, as long as you're hearing the sound, okay. I'll try to fix that later. I cannot figure out what in the world could be wrong with it. It's just opening the wrong image. And, I don't know what to do with that. We're gonna draw cats now. After that emotional moment from me, where I'm trying to figure out what in the world is happening. We're gonna draw cats. Draw cute cats. File save, that's a good idea. Also, I did not eat. Well, I have eaten today. I ate food today. I just did not eat just before stream. I know. I'll go eat like 2 hours into stream. I'll go eat at our halfway point. Get like a PB&J or something. Feel like we should get like a zombie cat in here. Could always draw Salem from Sabrina the Teenage Witch. The black cat. That's fair. I definitely do want to do like a little witch cat somewhere. Do one right in the middle, kind of like cackling, like, rah, ha, 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 ha. That's the noise this guy would make. That's pretty cute. Get a little bubbling cauldron in here. I'm gonna scoot you over a little bit, guy. Get a little bit smaller too. I'll scoot over the ghost cat, don't worry. I'm just gonna block his face. Let's see, we got Cerberus, we got a vampire, we got a witch, a ghost, a zombie, what else? Oh, we need a skeleton! I've been watching that on Hulu lately, that's why, it's weird, last week it was, still a few days, it was hot, and now it's cold. Yeah, it has been freezing this past weekend, and it was, like, so toasty, just, I don't know where all the heat went. Just decided it was done, I guess. Oh, werewolf! You know what, I'm gonna move the skeleton cat to be in the background. Oh, wait. No. You, sir. You little jack-o'-lantern headed boy. You're going in the background. Skeleton boy is gonna go in the corner. He's looking in the pot. He looks fucking deranged. Don't worry, he'll look cuter in the future. I don't want this to turn into just a full 2 rows of cats, so we're gonna kind of mix this up so it zigzags a little bit. Deranged is good for this time of year, yeah! Classic monster. We could do a Frankenstein. Frankenstein's monsters. Monster, singular. Unless you're thinking of the Bride of Frankenstein. You've never heard of Frankenstein's monster? Or the Bride of Frankenstein? The Bride of Frankenstein's a movie. Not in the original story. The original story is so sad. Frankenstein's such a dickhead. He's just an asshole. He creates this creature, abandons it because it freaks him out, and then, like, runs back to, his sister bride. Gets her killed. Bride of? Yeah, that's just a movie. Bride of Frankenstein, she's got, like, the Simpsons, like... What's Mom Simpson? What is her name? I'm only thinking of Lisa, that's the daughter. Victor Frankenstein's a jerk. Marge! Yeah. So Alabama. It was actually, I think didn't that take place in London? The original story? I think it did. But yeah, his family adopted a girl, and then he married her. So they aren't blood related. They did, like, call each other brother and sister and grew up together from, like, when they were really little kids, so, need one more cat. I've filled up the canvas aside from one cat. Which I might scoot these around. If I scoot... these guys down a bit. This one down even. Mothman! They aren't blood related. The mother adopted the girl after the rest of the family passed away. But yes, he basically grew up with her as a younger sister, but it still makes it very weird. Yeah. Mothman is a great idea, though. I would love to do a Mothman one up here. Which we are going off the idea of a Mothman, not the actual main descriptions of Mothman, because in the description of Mothman, he's a bird, not a moth. And I think that's silly, and I don't want to draw a bird. So. This is gonna be the, cultural take on Mothman, where he's a moth. You know? Okay. So, we have our first sketch. Done. We could start on some line art for this guy. I remember listening to the audiobook for Frankenstein when I was a kid. It's definitely rough. It's a rough listen. I'm so glad that by the time I was getting into like the latter part of schooling, that audiobooks were more easily accessible. And I do it for you. When all I do is for you. Because, man, audiobooks really just made getting my schoolwork done so much easier. It's more about both the main characters just being so damn depressed and lonely. Don't get me wrong, it's a fantastic read, but you kind of gotta be in the mood for it. Yeah, it's not just, I mean, it's like the start of the horror genre, where it's not like a thriller, like, oh, get out of the house. It's like it's more like, getting into the psyche of two depressed people, one that it's like, to the point that he's like, oh yeah, if I do this invention, I'll finally be happy. And then he does the invention and he's like, what have I done? And then he's depressed because he cursed the world with his creation that he regrets. And the other is depressed because he exists in a world that hates him. I don't understand why they do it for you, dog. Pops up on Croissant. It doesn't make sense. No part of the dog being there makes any sense to me. It is confusing me so much. So basically how Mix It Up Bot works with all of these redeems is that I have it say, it opens up an image, it plays the audio, and then after the audio is done, it closes the image. I have written in there to open up the image named Croissant, and it just instead opens up Do It For You 3 and not Croissant. And I can change it to any other image aside from Croissant and it'll work. But it won't open Croissant. It does not like Croissant. I don't know why it does not like Croissant. Lovecraft is, I mean, he's a very culturally, he's been very culturally, important. He's also just a dickhead. He was just a racist like, actually, just fully in every way xenophobic that you can be, asshole. Dude was scared of AC units. It made for some great horror, because he was so scared of everything. But like, goddamn, that dude sucks. Man has a lot of issues. That is an accurate way to put it. I love Lovecraftian horror, though. But his work, apart from all that, has some fantastic concepts. Yeah, I do find the impact of horror outweighs the nonsense most of the time. I mean, it's all there because he wouldn't have, if he wasn't so scared of the world and anything that wasn't his small town, that horror would never have come to be. I mean, take, um, what is it? The Color from Space? What was the name of that one? He half read a lot of articles on scientific things and then went, oh, the idea of this is scary. He's just like, yeah, this asteroid falls from space and it has a new color never seen before and it poisons the town and everyone dies. And that was from him finding out, it was him finding out about infrared. He was like, oh my god, there's light that we can't see, what if it kills us? And I mean, infrared can do some damage, so can UV, ultraviolet. Specifically, infrared can make you go blind without you knowing it because it is putting out light that you can't see, but it is still damaging your eyes. However, that's not what he was scared of. Edgar Allan Poe. Was he cool? Was he cool? I mean, of course, when you look back in time, a lot of people are going to be bigoted because just our standards for how people should be is different. But like, you know. Apparently there are like 3 or 4 different Edgar Allan Poe museums that every house that Edgar Allan Poe has ever lived in has been made into a museum. As far as I know, at the very least, he was less overt about it and more used terms that were more common at the time. That's fair. It's... that it seems reasonable. I gotta read some more horror. I need some audiobook horror recommendations. Or podcast, if anyone has any horror podcasts that they're into. I've of course listened to Magnus Archives. I've listened to some of what is it? Archive 86? It's a number. It's something. I liked the Netflix show better than I liked the podcast of that one. I think it's Archive 81 actually. It's pretty good. Would more recommend the show because I feel like the show just had better pacing and they sounded more like the way people would normally talk. I couldn't really get into the podcast sometimes because I was like, this is not how I think people would interact with each other. But the show felt more comfortable. It is weird. It's really weird, we'll say. There's a group of horror story readers, Chilling Tales for Dark Nights, that I follow. They do solid reads and pull from a lot of indie horror authors. Oh, let me save that one right now. Because that's exactly the stuff I've been looking for. The the SCP archives is the main like SCP reader that I usually listen to, and they haven't been updating for a bit, and so I have not had a spooky podcast to be listening to. But thank you, I appreciate it. I will add this one. I'm a big podcast fan. I fucking love podcasts. Of their narrators, I highly recommend Ortiz Fury. He has that voice voice like it's your grandpa reading spooky stories. That's I love that. That's so good. I gotta get around to finishing doing it. I still plan on doing I've been planning it for a bit. But at some point I'm gonna start doing late night story time streams to go to bed to. All of the redeems will be off. We will just sit and I will read stories. Go to sleep to. Part of the reason that's taking a bit is that I have to, like, prep the stories beforehand, because I can't read just any storybooks. It does fall under copyright, that I wouldn't be able to do that, so... I gotta prep royalty-free, like, old stories to tell. Make sure they're all written in a common language that is easy to understand now. I'm gonna give this little cat a cute bow. Another spooky story, VTuber, please and thank you. If you find any worthwhile hits as far as stories, I'd be interested in checking them out. That's fair. Yeah, it just can't be under copyright. So I have a list. I actually have a few websites that I've taken down that just list royalty-free, like, they are no longer under copyright law stories that I plan on, like, making my own little adaptations of to read on stream. Like, yeah, that's what, like, Disney does, like, versions of Grimm fairy tales very often, like Cinderella and, I believe... Oh, I don't want to put my foot in my mouth. I'm trying to think of which ones I know for sure are Grimm that Disney has done, but I can't think of any. I just know that for sure Cinderella is one. But yeah, I found some interesting ones that are like some Hungarian fairy tales and stuff like that, and I just got to get around to doing it. That's everything I'm doing right now. Just got to get around to doing it. I just have so much. I'm like, oh yeah, I have this project and this project and this one and this one and all of the things. And meanwhile, I'm also like adding other art that I'm doing and other stream things. And this is just a shaggy cat. Snow White is too? Ah. Hansel and Gretel is great. I found a lot of really interesting ones, honestly. If you want stories, I did find a channel recently that was called, oh shoot. I think it was Wizard Grandpa Tales. It's just this old man. He hasn't been making videos for a couple years now, but it's just this old man that goes and tells stories. And just in the woods tells fairy tale stories. I think that's really cool. I hope he comes back. Hope he's doing all right and he comes back to make more. Cause he was found. Someone was going through like low subscribed channels and found his channel and was like, oh wow, I actually really like this. Honk. I don't know if this reads as a specifically like a werewolf cat as much as it reads just as like a little gremlin guy, but also a little gremlin guy still fits the vibe, so it's okay. I don't know, I kind of just like him as is. I don't think I need to make sure everyone knows he's a werewolf. He's just a little nasty guy, and that's enough. That still fits the vibe. think I'm gonna have this be a cauldron full of candy instead of a bubbling cauldron, so it makes more sense why he's like wanting to reach in. He's like, ooh. Let me get in there. Trying to get, like, something that you're drawing to be the correct amount of random looking is a very interesting challenge. Let's scoot him back in a little bit. I think he's too far. Think about here. That should be good. I know the cat's ears don't have bones. I'm giving it bones because I want it to have a cat head shape. This is not an anatomically correct skeleton, that is okay. This is a living and moving around skeleton. We can bend the laws of what a cat skeleton looks like. Let's see. Try this again. So we got the back of the hand here. Separated, but I'm not gonna do it in separate pieces. Ugh, file save? Oh shit, it has been a bit since I've done that, huh? Thank you. And a care bundle? You want me to, like, take care of myself or something? That's crazy. Ah. Ugh.
Croissant! Croissant!
It's not a croissant, cause I don't know. For unknown reasons. Eh, 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 eh. No. 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 I can work with that. Okay, let's get this. All the little ridges in the pumpkin. The full pumpkin shape. I don't think I like that one. Hand is starting to cramp up. It's not really feeling this. I think I'm gonna call it here for stream today. I like the progress we got. I feel like this is gonna turn out to be a really cute drawing. But for now, I gotta go rest my hand and get some food, and I know that this isn't as long of a stream as I planned to do, but if my hand's hurting, then I can't do much about it. I don't want to hurt myself. But yeah. Oh, thank you, Waste. I'm glad you're liking it. I will be back again tomorrow for another stream. Tomorrow will be more Hollow Knight. But for now, I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Ah.